Good morning. Today, we're headed somewhere fun. Look at you wearing your hat.
Where are you gonna wear your cool hat to, buddy? We're gonna wear it to Blizzard Beach.
Yeah, water park.
So this is our first trip back to Blizzard Beach since everything has reopened. It's a very exciting day because it's your first trip to Blizzard Beach ever. Yeah.
What is it? That's Mickey Mouse.
Oh,
that's a flower.
That's a flower. That's the
The
sun.
sun. So we might not see a lot of the sun today because it is overcast. It might rain.
So hopefully that'll mean that we will have a little bit of cooler weather.
Yeah.
We'll see.
So
should we get going, buddy?
let's do it.
What do you think? Do you want to say bye-bye?
Let's go play.
Bye-bye, everyone. Jaxie, are you so excited to go to Blizzard Beach? Say, yeah, Mama. Yeah.
Say, yes, mother.
That's my excited face.
Oh, the sign says it's nice to see you again.
Oh. There it is. Open 11 to 6.
As we're walking up, Blizzard Beach has a sign out front that says that you can still purchase a one-day water park ticket for today. So that's a good sign. That means that it's not going to be full today.
I hope not.
Yeah.
I mean, with this weather, I think this might deter people from coming in today.
Yeah.
Not us.
Also, there's like hardly anybody in the parking lot. It's only like 5 rows full.
But it did just open.
Yeah.
So it might get busier later on in the day.
Especially if the sun comes out.
Oh, true, yeah.
Here we go. We are headed into Blizzard Beach. I wanted to show the sign that says how much tickets are for the day though. So a one-day water park ticket is $69 for 10 and up, and 3 to 9 is $63. Or if you pick the one with blackout dates, it is $64 and $58. So something interesting about Blizzard Beach is that they do not have a bag check, but they still check coolers to make sure you don't have any glass.
Oh, yeah.
So when we came in, they're like, can we check your cooler? And we opened it up and showed we didn't have any glass, and they said, go right in.
Huh.
When you first walk in, there is this photo op here. It says Sunny Sleds. And there's all kinds of different places for you to sit. We got some pictures of Jackson in this sleigh, and in this, I think this is another kind of sleigh, right? Like a sled. Did want to point out that Polar Patio rentals are sold out for today, but lodge umbrellas are available. On the way in, there are a bunch of cast members waving hello to us. Hello! Merry Christmas! He's seeing all the bubbles. Buddy, we're only halfway there. It is pretty darn empty here today.
This is nice. I mean, at least right now.
Right?
We'll let you know as the day progresses how the crowd level is.
Yeah, but like, there's just nobody around us right now. And this is the chairlift. There are 2 kids areas here at Blizzard Beach. There's the Ski Patrol training camp for bigger kids, and then Tykes Peak for people like Jackson. Right, buddy?
The little guys.
For the little ones. So, what we've been trying to find is there's these covered areas here, like these, I don't know, just like roofs that'll keep you protected from the rain and the elements and things like that. And we've been trying to find them, and they're actually really hard to find. They're all taken up around the front of the park. So I came back to the very, very back of the park, and I found one here. So now we've got some like chairs and a spot for Jackson if he needs to take a nap down here. And we're covered from the sun and the rain. So I think this is where we're gonna set up home base. It's right here. All right, so here's our setup. We've got a couple of chairs back here so that Jackson can take a nap. And then we're just gonna leave the stroller here. Hopefully it'll be okay. I think it will be. Should be, right? We're not gonna get a locker. We're just gonna kind of cover everything. So now I'm gonna go switch into my bathing suit and switch to the GoPro for some water fun. So we'll see you in a second in the GoPro. All right, we're headed down to Tykes Peak. For children under 48 inches. Ooh, gentle body slides. Jackson will love those. This is a pretty big slide, buddy. This ought to be pretty fun. Whoa, big splash at the end.
You okay?
Yeah. Right, bud? Yeah. What do you think, Jackson? This one's not really going right now. All right, this should be interesting. We're gonna get Jackson a tube and send him down this one right here. See how he does. I'm gonna be waiting here for him. We'll give it a try. I mean, it's something he's never done before. All right, buddy, you got your tube? I'm gonna run. Am I allowed to be in the splash pool?
You can stand right here.
Let me down at the bottom.
Either at the bottom, but unfortunately I just can't have you in it.
Okay.
But you can sit up on the steps, whichever one you're more comfortable.
Okay. All right, buddy. Let me run down there. All right. He's coming. Oh, here he comes. Here he comes. Look at that, buddy. You did it. You did it, Jackson. I'm blown away. That was Jackson's first tube. Like, amazing. Whee! Look at that big old smile on that face. So here's the issue with Blizzard Beach opening up at 11. That's lunchtime. It's lunchtime now. So we got a couple of slides in. Now it's time for lunch. So we ordered our lunch from Lotta Wada Lodge, which is towards the front of the park. So we're gonna head up there right now, eat our lunch, then we'll come back. It'll probably be time for Jackson to have a nap. Then he'll wake up and we'll go and we'll have some more fun in the water. On our way over, I think that they stopped the chairlift because of weather in the area. There's a really small storm that's gonna be coming through. It should take like 5 minutes to go through. So that does help that we're hopefully gonna be eating lunch undercover when it comes through. I thought this was a good idea. So there's this snowman family or snow people family that is melting, and it's a photo spot, and they've got a little selfie ski set up right here where you can set your phone on it and set the timer and take a family photo. Oh, so there's a baby care center over here. Interesting. I'll show you where it is in just a second. I wanted to grab this table because this is an overhang so we can stay dry if it does rain while we're eating lunch. We are over at Lotta Wada Lodge, and this is one of the food locations, and we did mobile ordering, so we're just waiting for it to be ready right now. I pushed I'm here when we were over at the place where we're sitting. It's a good ways away, so I figured maybe that would give them time to make it, and us we could just pick it up as soon as we got here, but I guess my timing was just a little bit off. So here's a look at the menu real quick. Double bacon cheeseburger. They have a single cheeseburger too. Chef salad, chicken strips, flatbread, roasted chicken rice bowl. They also have plant-based options. I've had that bratwurst before and it is delicious. Oh, did you see they're calling it a sandwich? Some beverages. And then for Jackson, we got the chicken wrap. They have milkshakes too. And they have like cookies and things like that. Oh, right there. Frozen novelties such as Mickey Premium bars and then a chocolate chip cookie. What are you eating, cheese stick?
So we did bring some food, but we're also gonna buy some food.
Yeah.
But we did a little of both.
Oh yeah. So this is the baby care center, which I don't think is open right now. It's unlocked, but it says see a cast member at Lotta Wada Lodge for assistance. So this is the roasted chicken rice bowl, roasted chicken, stir-fried vegetables, and white rice, and it was $10.49. There's no other description about it than that. And then I got the double bacon cheeseburger, flame broiled double Angus burger topped with bacon, American cheese, lettuce, tomato, and pickles, crowned with a fried onion ring on a brioche bun, served with your choice of coleslaw or french fries or house-made chips. And then we got the chicken wrap for Jackson, which comes in a pail with a little sand shovel. And then we got a cutie, which is just an easy to peel, easy to eat mandarin orange. So we just finished lunch. It was pretty good. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but there's thunder happening in the background right now.
There was a little bit of lightning while we were eating, so I think the slides are probably closed right now.
Yeah, all of the water's closed right now, and you can see some people are already leaving, even though the park's only been open for 2 hours.
Well, the other good thing, though, is that it's nap time for Jackson, so This is the perfect time for him to nap.
Right? With the thunder happening and maybe some pitter-patter of rain on the roof of our little area that we have. Yep. Everybody's out of the water, hiding from the lightning and thunder. Over here at the ski lift, they've just got a sign that says, lightning bolts. I like that. That's how they tell you that it's closed due to weather. I love all the theming of the different food booths here. So this one looks like an Arctic Expedition track truck. And they sell glazed almonds and pecans here, as well as beers. Ooh, a special pina colada and a special frozen black cherry lemonade. Also, because the theming is a blizzard, but also a beach, this food booth is called Avalanche. You can get hot dogs and nachos here. There's another one of these track trucks over here called IC Expeditions, but they have ice cream, and they have something called a sand pail, which is just a pail that's filled with chocolate and vanilla soft serve, waffle pieces, sprinkles, cookie pieces, hot fudge, caramel sauce, whipped cream, and a cherry. Man, I've been trying to eat better recently, but that sounds like a challenge for today. We're just kind of hanging out, waiting for the storm to pass. I don't think it'll be very long, but we are stuck here. For a little bit at least. We keep trying to lay Jackson down for a nap, and then a huge clap of thunder happens. And he's like, I'm not sleeping through this, what are you kidding me?
Continued inclement weather in the area. All Blizzard Beach water attractions are still temporarily areas, off of sidewalks, and away from sandy beach areas. We will advise you when you may return to your day's activities. Once again, Blizzard Beach is still temporarily closed. Your cooperation is greatly appreciated.
Jackson, we'd like for you to go to sleep at some point. There's just too much happening around him, I think. So the thunder and some of the announcements that they make telling people that the water is still closed has been keeping Jackson awake. So I don't know if he's gonna sleep today here.
So we thought, why don't we go get ice cream?
Yeah. Let's go on an icy expedition.
This sounds...
Oh no, it's starting to rain real hard, isn't it? Or is that just the tree? It's the tree.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Alright, little windy tree here. We're good. Alright, we got the bucket. This one's on his way to try to get it. There it is. There's our pail. And there's the little buddy eating it. You making a mess already, buddy? Is it so cold? So this was like chocolate, $13. Chocolate, vanilla, brownie pieces, waffle cone pieces, whipped cream, hot fudge, caramel, cherry on top, whipped cream, and sprinkles. Lots and lots of stuff. It's all over your face, buddy. You're doing great. Jackson, I can't believe that you ate that entire bucket of ice cream. That is so... Look at him. He's wild now. Still thundering.
Yeah.
I think we might end up packing it up.
I think so. I think we're going to call it a day.
I'm going to say bye to Blizzard Beach. So we are back home, and as you guys saw, we got rained out of Blizzard Beach, and we kind of wanted to share a few things that we learned from the experience of being rained out at Blizzard Beach.
So first I want to mention that we did have some friends who were at Blizzard Beach that day as well. They stayed. They didn't leave when we left.
Right.
And they were able to ride everything in the last hour and 20 minutes of the park being opened. So they waited, I think, another hour and a half after we left. So you could have stayed and you could have ridden everything in that last hour.
The park opened at 11 and they shut down for lightning at about 12:30. Mm-hmm. So the park was only operational, or the water slides were only operational for about an hour and a half in the beginning and then the hour and 20 minutes at the end of the day.
So there wasn't a whole lot of ride time that day, but you still could have ridden everything in that small amount of time.
Right.
You wouldn't have the full... 7 hours to do everything like multiple times.
Right.
But which is why we chose to go home.
Right. Also, we paid $52 each for tickets into Blizzard Beach, and we got an annual pass holder discount. We used to have the water parks on our annual passes, but since the pandemic, they have since removed that option for annual passes.
Which is really sad because we used to love to go to the water parks all the time. Currently, right now, Typhoon Lagoon is not open, so the only water park that you can go to is Blizzard Beach, like at this moment.
Right.
So I understand why they took the water parks off the annual pass. Hopefully that comes back one day, though.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Also, there are no rain checks. They do not offer rain checks.
So we didn't show this, but as we were leaving the park, it was raining pretty heavily, so we couldn't pull the big camera out to show it. But the line for guest services was so long.
Right.
Those people were definitely waiting
They were also waiting in the rain.
Right. And I imagine that everybody that was in line was probably waiting to ask if they could get their money back.
Right.
Or get a ticket for another day. But like Tim said, there are no rain checks, so there is no guarantee that those people got their money back or got a ticket for another day. Some of those people may have just been out the money that they paid to get into the park that day.
Right. Now, I did say that these people were standing in the rain, but it wasn't specifically raining all day, but there was constant lightning and thunder, and that's the biggest threat when you're dealing with water, because lightning is attracted to water.
While we were waiting at our covered area, we were next to a lifeguard. There was a lifeguard that was waiting there with us, and he was telling us how when they see lightning within the 6-mile radius, they have to wait another 30 minutes before they can open anything.
Right.
So it was kind of funny, like how the timing was working out. We would see lightning. They would do the announcement saying that there was inclement weather and the rides were closed. It would be like 20 minutes, fine, no lightning. Then there would be another lightning, have to wait another 30 minutes for the rides to open. So you're just kind of at the mercy of the lightning, really, at that point.
And I will say that they use an app. So you might not see lightning or hear thunder, but they're using an app to detect lightning in the area. So if the app detects lightning within a 6-mile radius, they're still shut down.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, while we were there, it was very clearly storming, so I understood why everything was closed. Another thing is that they have something that's called going frozen, and that means that you, as a guest, and all of the employees have to be under shelter. So we showed you the area that Tim found, which was like that kind of small pavilion that we were under that we had our stroller, our chairs, our towels were under there. They probably fit maybe like 6 people sitting in chairs because there were chairs under there. But as soon as they put out this like frozen code, as soon as they say like, we are now frozen, meaning you have to seek shelter, people are going to be under that cover with you.
Right.
So just like random people walking by were like, oh, we need to find shelter. And they would jump under with us.
And the lifeguards would tell them, you need to come underneath here.
Yeah. So just keep that in mind too. If you are at the park and you're in one of the spots that is not undercover, they have a lot of lounge chairs just out in the sand that are just out in the sun, no cover, you have to find shelter. There's not a lot of shelter. So
Right. There's
keep
not
that
a lot
in
of
mind.
shelter around the park, but up towards the front, there's a gift shop, there's the food
right.
areas.
But if you have to immediately go somewhere, you're going to want to look for those pavilions that we were under.
Another thing about the pavilion is that we learned that they are hard to get.
Yeah.
So if you want to get one of those pavilions, you have to get there first thing in the morning, like right as soon as the park opens, and you need to know beforehand which pavilion you're going to.
Right.
So there's no time to like, oh, here's a good one. Maybe we'll go check and see if there's another good one over there. Maybe there's a
you
better
have to
one.
just grab it.
If you see one, get it.
The other thing too, I just want to make sure it's really clear. These are free.
Right.
So they do have like, they're called polar patios, and those are, you have to pay, and you get like special seats, you get an umbrella, you get towels. These pavilions that we showed you are free. They're open to anybody.
Right.
But they do have other pay for seating options.
Right.
We didn't use those. But there are some of the pavilions that I feel like are better than the rest.
Right.
And they do have some that are in the sand, which is one that we had. And they have some that are in the like the walkway area, so it's all concrete. There's no sand around it, or your chairs aren't in the sand, which I wish we had gotten one of those because it was hard when we were putting Jackson down for his nap. He was super sandy and everything was sandy, and I think that was another thing that was hard for him to nap because he was like dirty.
Right.
So I would look for one that's not in the sand if that is something that will bother you. So another thing that I wanted to share is I think I found my favorite pavilion area, my favorite like covered free seating area, and they were all in Tykes Peak, which is the kid area. The toddler, younger kids area.
Right.
So they had some that were in the very back, up the stairs, as you are going to the top of the toddler body slides. Mm-hmm. Those were amazing. They were super secluded. They were very quiet, although they were in the kiddie area. They were kind of like behind everything, so they were super quiet. They also had some that were down, not, you didn't have to go upstairs to get them. They were a little more out in the open and probably in a little bit of a louder area, but they were awesome. Like they were more secluded than the ones that we were at.
Right.
So I would highly recommend if you have kids and you know you're going to be in that kiddie area, grab one of the covered ones there if you can. If not, head to the back of the park.
Yeah.
Because that's where we had the most luck.
There's even a further back of the park that we didn't make it to.
Oh, really?
Yeah, back behind the mountain.
Okay.
There's another section where there are a lot of lounge chairs. I don't know if there are the covered pavilions back there. Mm-hmm. I know there are lounge chairs specifically because I remember seeing them the last time that I walked behind the mountain.
Okay. So I definitely recommend, though, like Tim said, grab your seating as soon as you get in the park.
Yeah.
Don't like dilly-dally and look in the gift shop and like look around. Like grab your seating and then go do all of those things.
Right.
You're going to be really happy that you did that.
Also, go on slides right away.
Yeah.
Like,
I wish we had done more slides.
yeah. Keep an eye on the weather, but don't be discouraged by the weather because the day that we went seemed like it may have been a little bit irregular as far as my knowledge of Florida weather. So I was watching the radar all day and I would see a cell coming and I'm like, all right, here it is. It's going to start raining in like 5 minutes. And then it would start raining and I was like, okay, I'm looking at it. It's going to be done in 20 minutes. And then there's nothing behind it.
Right.
And then another one would pop up as soon as that one got by. And so that's what kept happening all day long is I would see one and I'm like, okay, well, this one's after this, there's nothing. And then another one would pop up. And so you can't be sure that it's not going to rain if you don't see rain behind something on the radar, but you also can't be sure that it's not going to clear up.
It's just very tough. I think it's kind of a risky move to go to the water parks like right now in the rainy season.
Yeah, in the middle of summer.
So I think that that's something you just kind of have to like take the gamble and hope that you get some like ride time in. But if not, like we're going to go back. We already have tickets to go back. So we're going to have another trip where hopefully we'll be able to do more. And I think we're going to try to pick a day where the weather is a little bit better.
Yeah.
But now that we have some of these tips from this trip, I think it'll make for an even better trip next time.
Yeah.
So we also had lunch. We showed you guys lunch. And something that I wanted to mention that I realized about lunch is that I wish we hadn't mobile ordered our food.
Right.
Because when I was watching the footage where you were showing the menu, some of those items were not on the mobile order menu.
Oh.
So I was really sad because I ordered that chicken vegetable bowl. They have a tofu vegetable bowl that I'm going to actually, the next time that we go to the park, I'm going to try that, but it was not on the mobile order menu.
Oh.
So I won't be mobile ordering my lunch next time because I want to order that. It was bulgogi marinated tofu with the rice and the stir fry veggies. So
sounds pretty good.
I know, I'm going to try that next time. So although we did get rained out on this trip, we did learn a lot from this trip, which was really great because that'll help us out for our next trip. But one thing that I wanted to mention that was so super cute is Jackson had so much fun on that, like the tube slide. That was the first time he's ever ridden a water slide, A, that big, and B, on a tube. Like he was holding onto the tube. It was like a real ride.
Yeah.
So I was so happy to see him do that. And hopefully we'll get to see more of that on our next trip. But he loved it. He loved it.
And we are going to go back to Blizzard Beach. We have our tickets already. So look out for a more expansive Blizzard Beach vlog in the near future where we will use all of the things that we learned in this video.
Yeah, and we'll definitely be riding more rides. You'll see Tim going down the water slides. I would love to go down some water slides. And the only thing that I'm kind of bummed about is that this trip was so exciting because our friends were there too. So we would have been able to go down the family raft ride with them.
Right.
On the next trip, I don't know if we're going to be able to go down the family raft ride because one of us will be with Jackson.
Right.
And you have to have more than one person. So unless you can find somebody else that's by themselves.
Right.
And I don't think they put you on with another family, right?
I don't think currently. I'm not sure if they do like in regular times.
Right. So I don't know if we'll be able to show that one ride. That's the only thing that's kind of a bummer.
That's
but
Steamboat Springs.
That's what it is. So actually, right behind where we were sitting, that was the exit of Steamboat Springs.
Right.
So just so you know, that's like where we were at in this video. But we will ride everything else.
Yeah. So all in all, a fantastic day. Even though it was rained out, still had a lot of fun.
We did.
And with that being said, we are off. We'll see you all tomorrow.
I'm Colton, aka the Vlogger Dude on YouTube.
I'm Tammy.
And now it's time to pay the price.
Pay the price.